Hi everyone and welcome to Mainly Manly Stuff. If you have watched my channel recently, you probably know that I've been testing and using a bunch of reasonably priced and waterproof true wireless earbuds. After all the individual reviews, we have arrived to the big showdown today, so I'm going to try to come to some conclusion. If you are wondering how these buds perform relative to each other, then stick with me for a couple of minutes. You ready? Then here we go. So the first category we have a look at is design. We have earbuds with two different form factors. First, there are the Anker Soundcore Life P2 and the Bolt-Tune True Wireless buds, which are very AirPods-like looking, with their stems sticking out of your ears. And there are the Inekfire E60, the MPOW M30, and the Teotronic Sound Liberty 79, which are more of the traditional earplug design with a smaller size in general. And that is also true when it comes to their respective battery cases, as the Life P2 and the Bolt-Tune have bigger cases than the other three. You might think that the bigger case means longer battery life, and you are not wrong. Both the Life P2 and the Bolt-Tune offer about 40 hours of total playtime, while the M30 has only 25 hours and the Sound Liberty 79 has 30 hours worth of charge in their case. There is one exception though, as Inekfire claims to have the best battery life of them all, and their case can keep the E60s running for 48 hours. The Inekfire, the Bolt-Tune and the Teotronics have 4 LEDs on the case, which show how much charge is left in the batteries. The MPOW and the Anker has a single LED for the same purpose. In terms of build quality, the Bolt-Tune case looks the sturdiest, and my least favorites are the MPOW and the Teotronics, but they are all kind of the same cheap plastic to be honest, and only time will tell how durable they really are. They all have scuff marks on them already only after a couple of weeks of use, so that's not necessarily a good sign. But moving on, here you can see the battery life of the earbuds themselves, the MPOW M30 being the worst with 5 hours, and the rest of them around 7 hours each. And while talking about battery life, it's worth mentioning that all earphones can be used in single bud mode, which can double their total runtime except for the E60, where you can only use the left earbud on its own, but not the right one. Now let's see the fit of the earbuds. In short, I can say that basically I was happy with all of them. You have extra ear tips of different sizes packed with every single one of the buds. Inekfire is the most generous here with 6 sets of ear tips, but the M30 and the Sound Liberty 79 both come with extra silicone fins for a more secure sport fit. Not that they make that much of a difference, but they are there nonetheless. All of the earphones have some level of ingress protection, as you can see here, so they are safe to be used in almost any environment, including the gym, as they are sweat-proof. They are all good for running too, but if I had to choose one, I would pick the Life P2s as I found them especially comfortable. My other pick would be the Inekfire E60, because while providing a very snug fit with a low profile, their passive noise isolation is the best by far. And that can make a difference as none of these earphones have active noise cancelling, so you better keep that in mind. My only gripe with the E60s is that they are not the most comfortable in the long run, and thanks to their low profile and the use of cheap plastic, it's kind of hard to take them out of your ears. The worst of the bunch in terms of passive noise isolation was the Teotronic Sound Liberty 79. Our next category is connection. First of all, what all of the earphones have in common is the Bluetooth 5.0 technology, which gives you stable connection and quick pairing. I couldn't see any major difference between our contenders in that regard. Listening to music or podcasts and watching videos offer the same experience in terms of stability, signal strength, lip sync and all that, no issues whatsoever. There is one thing, however, I have to mention, and it's that the Sound Liberty 79 has this nasty compression noise when watching videos, so it might not be the best option for YouTube or Netflix. And on the note of compression, let's have a look at the codec situation. All earbuds support either AAC or SBC or both, nothing surprising there since these are kind of the basic codecs almost every headphone uses. But what came to me as a pleasant surprise was that the Inekfire E60 and the Soundcore Life P2 both offer aptX support. It means that you can listen to music using higher bit rates with less compression, and you get a theoretically better sound as a result, but more about the actual sound quality in a second. But back to the connection and all the related features for now, let's talk about app support. Yeah. That's exactly how much there is to talk about, as none of the buds have any kind of app support. But as long as your earbuds are connected to your phone, You can make phone calls, of course, and I found the quality of voice transmission the best on the Life P2s, and the Bolt-Tune is a close second. That's where their form factor becomes a clear advantage, as the microphones at the end of the stems are closer to your mouth, therefore they deliver a better sound and a more effective noise cancelling with the use of the CVC 8.0 technology. Every manufacturer has a slightly different approach when it comes to the physical controls on the earbuds. So the two AirPod-like buds, the Life P2 and the Bolt-Tune, use actual buttons which you have to press, but the other three have touch-sensitive controls. My favorite of the two with buttons is the Life P2, as its buttons are easier to press and you don't need to push the whole bud into your ear when using the controls. There is one caveat though, as the Soundcore is the only one in the bunch which cannot control volume, while all the others can. And beside volume, all 5 of them can control music playback, phone calls, and activate the voice assistant. The touch controls work mostly okay on all 3 buds, but the clear winner here is the Inekfire E60. The touches register well and the hit rate is satisfyingly high. The MPOW M30 does the same, but it does everything a bit slower. Well, actually a lot slower. The Teotronics follow a totally different logic in terms of commands than the others, so it's a bit confusing at first, but you can probably get used to it after a while. And again, since there is no app support, there are no customizing options for the controls either on any of the earbuds. And now we have come to the point where we should discuss their sound quality. I don't want to go deep into each and every one of them, as I already did that in my individual reviews, so I try to keep it short. My personal favorites are the MPOW M30s with their balanced sound, deep enough bass, sweet mid-range and crisp highs with a wide stereo image and soundstage. The Anker Soundcore Life P2s come in second because they have a good, punchy bass and detailed highs, but the mid-range is a bit too recessed for my taste. The Inekfire E60 has a smooth sound thanks to the rolled off highs, but the mid-range is not too prominent either. The bass is powerful, but the overall sound signature does not suit my taste that much. Something similar can be said about the Teotronic Sound Liberty 79s. There is a very dominant bass, which kind of takes over the whole presentation, forcing the mids and highs into a corner by not giving them enough room to breathe. And last, but not least, the Bolt-Tune True Wireless Stereo buds take this warm and darky sound signature even a step further. It has too much bass with too little control, and the mids and the highs lack detail and spark. But in fairness, all of these earbuds sound good enough to be used for commuting, workouts or traveling. If you consider their price, then there is not much to complain about, as I used earbuds 3 or 4 times more expensive before, and their sound was not always better at all. And that's what I was the most surprised about. Before buying these cheaper earbuds from Amazon, I had no idea what to expect. After using premium buds from Sennheiser, Sony, Jaybird, JBL, Bose, Beats, so basically all the biggest brands on the market, I thought these buds would be garbage, to be honest. But I couldn't be more wrong. All 5 earbuds have proved to be worthy of their price, and I would say I could easily live with any of them if I had to. Sure, I could have used a few missing features such as custom EQ settings or customizable controls and active noise cancelling, but I guess that's simply something you will not get for the price. But what you get is plenty. Good battery life, comfortable and secure fit, and a decent or even better sound in some cases. With all that said, it's hard to pick one, so I would rather tell you what I liked the most about each earbud, and also what I didn't like that much about them. So the Anker Soundcore Life P2s are the most comfortable, and they also have the best phone call quality, and they come in second in terms of sound quality and battery life too. That's a very potent combination, and they are probably the best option for everyday use, but I really liked running with them too. The Inekfire E60 has the best fit and passive noise isolation, their sound is smooth, and they also offer the best touch controls and the longest battery life. I guess that makes them the best option for traveling and for sports, but they are perfect for basically any use except for maybe making a lot of calls, because that's the only area where the E60s fall short of the others. The MPOW M30s are one of the best, if not the best sounding buds of the bunch, and they have a good fit too, but they lack a bit in terms of battery life, phone call quality, and the sluggish touch controls were not my favorite either. I would pick them to be used at home, at work, or maybe in the gym. The Bolt-Tune buds offer a comfortable fit with good phone call quality, but their buttons could be a bit easier to use and their sound is only average. If you want AirPods-like earbuds, you are better off with the Life P2s. The Teotronic Sound Liberty 79s look the best and the most stylish, and they are comfortable too, but their sound and passive noise isolation is not the best, and there is this issue with videos I mentioned before, which is a big no-no for me. And with all that, the reasonably priced and waterproof earbuds review series has come to an end. I might do something similar in the future, because I know there are hundreds of affordable earbuds out there, but at least now I have a better idea of what to expect for the price, and I also have a better understanding of the whole true wireless earbuds market. So I feel I learned a lot, and I found these reviews useful, and I can only hope that you did too. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And of course, feel free to leave a comment if you have anything to say or ask about these earbuds. Thanks for watching. See you next time.